Hello, I'm Jody Wolf. You're watching Expoz on June 26, 2015, 1:02 a.m. in Birmingham. Jade Helm, the Confederate flag, Christians and Jews. That's a mix right there. After watching all this on TV about the 6 cops being charged with different accounts, and one being murder of the gentleman that died that they put in the back of a police van. All of a sudden, out of that comes the Confederate flag. Where did that come from? Now, come back down to South Carolina. When the white man went in and killed these people in church. There's another point at the Confederate flag. What did that have to do with him? I mean, he's not the KKK or nothing like that. He's just a young idiot. And the reason he's a young idiot is because you guys took prayer out of schools. I'll point everything back to that rather than blame the Confederate flag. But let me move on. So June 23rd, the Confederate flag has been targeted as racist. Many major outlets, including Walmart, have quit selling all items with the Confederacy depicted in any way and removed, including state parks in the South, and including starting on the building there in the governor mansion, I guess you would say, in South Carolina. But let me say this. I'm a Southerner, and I'm part of a 70 million people group that came from the Confederate flag that flew over this region. But the battle in that day, the Confederate flag wasn't even there. It was the American flag. That was the flag flying over the country, not the Confederate flag. The Confederate flag just depicted states, but it didn't depict anything else. Certainly, it had nothing to do with slavery, never did, never will. But there's 70 million people who are kin to those who did fight in that war. So here, like I said in the blog yesterday, Obama is taking that stick and poking at this hornet's nest. Him and that little fella Sharpton. But what has it got to do with the Confederate flag? Had nothing to do with it. It's got everything to Obama stirring up the hornet's nest. This country, there was rarely an incident where somebody jumped on a white and called him racist until Obama came. And then that has been on the increase, skyrocketing, just like the price of pork and chicken, you know. But the point is, the Confederate flag had nothing to do with any of these things that had happened. Nothing. And so if you want to blame something, blame the American flag. Here's a very good example of what I said in September 24, 2015 in a blog as I watched Obama in a speech use the N-word. I also said he won't let it go. Things have been much better until Obama came. He is black through and through and Muslim through and through. He has sided against Christians and Jews with thousands of pages of proof to prove that point, that he is a bigger racist than the most racist Black Panthers. But you must remember the end days are near. And Obama is playing his role, as the Bible said. Example again, Jews and Christians will be martyred. And today, this is so. America will be handed over to the New World Order by those who stand with and by the Antichrist. The reason we have not already been handed over to the New World Order is because of the Christians in this country. When we're out, you will regret it so bad. Well, I'll tell you about that in a minute. So today, Obama is siding with Iran against Israel. That's one point that I made a moment ago, that he's siding against Christians. Also, he's siding against Christians by allowing Muslims to stop and pray, even if it's blocking streets. But a Christian mentions the word Christ or Jesus at the prayer of a fallen soldier from Afghanistan or Iraq or anywhere in there, we're racist. We're white supremacy. We're bad guys because we're Christians, because we mentioned Christ. But yet, you can scream Allah Akbar all you want. It's okay. So I can see in the near future that those who kick God out and bring in idols of worship will be the ones who will probably try to kill themselves and call the mountains to fall on them and hide them from the Son of Man. The Son of Man is Jesus. This is a few snapshots of what we're seeing today and what will happen in the future unless they change. Obama and his little sidekick, Sharpton, will ever be left behind. They will be. Sorry I got off of Jade Helm there, but I started out with Jade Helm, and I apologize, and I will pick back up on Jade Helm because Jade Helm will play a big part in this country, but it may not be. It just may not be in the way that we have been thinking. It may be in a way that is in protection rather than rounding up folks and putting them into all these prisons they have built across the West. Remember, 10 million acres in 9 western states from Montana to Arizona. What are they going to do with these? Well, you know what? I'm going to do a blog in a moment before I get back to Jade Helm, and I'm going to tell you what that might be for. But when you hear what it's for, it's going to shock you. You're not going to like it. What can we do about it? But again, it's not what you think. Jody Wolf Expoz.